So back in the days when I was young, as is always the case, we had a special speaker coming into the house. Now, most of the special speakers who ever came to speak to us, we could tell were doing it more from obligation and less from passion. So as customary, we did very little to give them our best respect. Our speaker for the day instantly came in and experienced what all other speakers experience when talking to kids. That is, we laughed amongst ourselves, we talked, and we didn't give the utmost respect. But what the speaker said next would forever change my life. He says, "Young man, let me ask you an honest question." I said, "Go ahead." He says, "What's more important, what I'm getting ready to tell you or what your friend is talking about?" Me being no fool, I understood already that this man had something important to say. So, of course, I have to be honest and I say, "You, sir, whatever you're getting ready to say is more important to him, more important to me than what he's talking about." So he says, "I want you to do me a favor. I want you to look over to the kid next to you and you tell him to be quiet." Now, what was significant about that moment was that he had already lived life. He knew what the value of what he was getting ready to share. But a very important lesson I had to learn was sometimes it's not up to other people, but it's up to us to silence and block out things that are distracting us from getting the necessary components to our success. Many of you young people now have been distracted by things around you that are very less important than the goal that God has set before you. I want to encourage you today to look around at some of the things that you're facing and you quiet them for yourself. Now, as I've grown older, I'm still having that same conversation with the distractions around me. I've learned to starve my fears, my doubts. I've learned to block out a lot of things that once was holding court in the court of my attention. I am now telling it, you don't reside here. Now these very things that were once friends are new things in life, but the conversation has remained the same. Just wanted to take the time out to encourage you tonight to just look around at some things that are blocking out your attention and you tell them, be quiet. Don't give attention to anything that's blocking out you seeing what's in front of you. That could very well be some information or wisdom, or that could be the very next step and you going from where you are to where you're trying to go. Until next time, be blessed.